So, Hugh, how do you go from this charming, suave gentleman to this deranged person so easily?
Well, I don't know. It's been going on for years now. I've been doing Nutters for about 8 or 9 years. And I quite like it. We don't know why.
Is it more fun playing?
Yeah, every actor would always say it's more fun being the baddie than the goodie. Goodies are difficult. It's very hard not to make them boring.
So always more fun to play. And what was it like, girls, on set? Because Hugh's always so charming. So what was it? Was he charming in between takes, or did he stay in deranged Mr. Reed mode?
No, I mean, he snapped out of it pretty fast, which I think made for a very comfortable set experience, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was it's a really dark script, but I think there was some lightness in between scenes every once in a while.
Yeah, and Mr. Reed isn't explicitly sinister, so, I mean, there's an element of, I don't know, it not that I'm questioning your niceness, oh wait, he's actually Mr. Reed, but you didn't throw in some crazy Mr. Reed comments like there's metal in the walls or, something crazy.
There's lots of humour in it.
Yes, I thought that was very important.
Yeah.
That this is a guy, that the film would work better, especially given how much he speaks in these lectures, if he was fun prof, the guy, the teacher who thinks he's pretty funny and entertaining and fresh and iconoclastic. I thought the horror would work better rattling away under the comedy.
So you loved that comedic element?
Yeah, well, I thought, the older I've got as an actor, the more you realise the thing will probably work best, the part will work best if you bring something to it that you think you uniquely can bring to it, that maybe 16 other actors couldn't bring.
Good point.
That's a good way to interpret a role, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Chloe, what were you and Sophie doing in the lighter moments? How did you kind of unwind from all of the terrifying scenes?
After work, we would go to our rooms, and then we would go to the mall.
Yeah, Metro
Town.
Town.
Bit of shopping.
Shopping.
Well, not even shopping all the time. Just
looking around, people watching.
The
taking in the
busiest
life.
mall. Yeah, just complete disassociation.
Yeah.
Just from everything going on. Just go to Bath and Body Works.
It is tragic, but it's not.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, my evenings were tragic as well. I was in a different hotel in the middle of Vancouver, and I had no friends at all.
Oh.
If I had any time off, I'd go for a walk down by the harbour to learn my lines, and the only person who liked me was a seal. To pop his head up out of the water and say hi.
That is quite tragic, but sweet. Sweetly tragic.
Yeah, I miss him.
Can always pop back. Is it true that to prepare for this, you read a lot of books about serial killers?
Yeah, I went down, I did a lot of rabbit holes there. They're so fascinating. And not just serial killers, but also cult leaders, and particularly the ones who had a following, who continued to follow them and adore them even after they'd slaughtered, hundreds.
Give you nightmares? Quite disturbing.
Well, I've always rather liked that side of things. The weirder the better.
The weirder, the darker, the better.
Yeah.
What do you think this says about religion?
It has a theory about what religion is, which I don't really want to give away because it's the film culminates in the revelation of what that particular theory is. But on the way, I think the deconstruction of what Christianity is by my character is actually genuinely fascinating. There was the stuff in there that I didn't know at all, and I would think for anyone with any Christian faith it would be a bit unsettling.
Yeah, very, I'd say. And Sophie, what are you hoping, conversation-wise, for moviegoers when they watch this? What are you hoping that they're walking out talking about?
I mean, I hope that it starts debate. I think with any good movie, I would hope for a debate, and the ending is very ambiguous, and I think you can interpret it any way you watch it. I've felt different ways and had different opinions watching at different times, and I think that's incredible.
How about you, Chloe?
I'm excited for a lot of my missionary friends to see it, and I'm excited for a lot of my ex-Mormon, non-believer friends, and I think anyone can see it, and I'm just so fascinated by everyone's different takes on it, and some people are just so firm on it is this way, and truthfully, it wasn't. There was no firm ending. It really is up to interpretation, and I think it really has done a good job in leaving it up to, how you grew up and what you believe and the stage of life you're in right then.
Hugh, did you ever imagine that at this stage in your career you would go from playing an Oompa-Loompa to someone like Mr. Reed?
No, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and there are worrying similarities between those two characters.
Oh, there are? Do tell.
Well, they're both insecure, and they're both rather self-obsessed. And this applies to a number of characters I've played over the last 8 years.
What does that say about you, do you think?
I know. Nothing great.
So from Mr. Reed, something lighter next? What's next for you?
Oh, well, I have done a week on the new Bridget Jones, and in which I kill no one.
Oh, yes. You've only done a week, right?
What's that?
You've only done a week, so...
Well, no, that's it. It's only a week.
It's only a week. And is that out in January?
It's out on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's out on Valentine's Day. We're speaking to you in January, I think, for that. I heard this is the best one yet. Is that true?
In my opinion, script-wise, I haven't seen the film yet.
Yeah.
Definitely, script-wise, I thought it was the best. It's the one with the most heart, based on Helen's brilliant book, Helen Fielding, which was really about her experience of bringing up her children alone after her husband died. It's very moving, but also very funny.